Hi, it's Stephen from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 22 of the February daily draw. So as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Linestrider Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Scenes of the Witch Imbolc oracle. So let's use our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. The Seven of Wands. This is all about defending our position. Sometimes we'll get challenged on our position. There'll be energies that come at us that test our resolve. It's interesting that this comes after, I was about to say that this comes after the Six of Wands, which of course the Seven of Wands would come after the Six of Wands, but in the sense of what the Six of Wands represents, it's interesting that this is the next card. Obviously the Seven always will come after the Six, but the Six represents a success, a victory, where there's all celebration and triumph. And then this card is about where it's almost like, the goat here, the person that was almost cheered as the goat figure, if you know what I mean, you're the goat, kind of, that kind of colloquial expression, if you know it. But there's all the other creatures here that are almost like challenging that down below. But it's like he's on a higher ground. He's on firm footing. He's stable. He's on a high footing. They can't quite get at him. He looms over them, and it's almost as he's still in his position of success or achievement. But instead of the accolades and the cheering, it's almost as there's an element of attack or undermining. And sometimes our position of success, of victory, of achievement can be sometimes things, people, circumstances, even this can even represent ourselves. This is almost, because in the sense of, it can be ourselves in the sense of self-sabotage. That some people, that when they get to a place of success, they get to a place of achievement, something within them struggles with that, or rises up and tries to bring themselves down, because for some reason there's like these inner things going on within them that won't let them become successful, or whether it's a feeling of unworthiness, you don't deserve this success or happiness or victory, and so you do things, you go on to a period of self-destruction to undo that, because you sometimes feel that you shouldn't really be having this as a part of self-loathing, self-doubt, a sense of unworthiness. All those kinds of things can come in. So it doesn't have to be from outside sources, from people coming at you or situations happening that cause you to lose sight of your success or undermine that success. It can be other people, it can be circumstances, but to me, there's always that aspect of it can be ourselves. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. In the case of adversity, or the worst kind of adversity is from ourselves, and the way we can undermine ourselves. And I have to confess, this has been an issue in my life, that I undermine myself. Sometimes I go into self-sabotage. Or I've done. I'm trying to get out of it. I've become aware of it. And strangely enough, Tarot has helped me with that. I'm not going to go into detail as to how, not in a 10-minute video of daily reading, but I'm just saying that yeah, if when you become aware of it, you can deal with it. But it's a possibility, and we may have to watch out for this. But when I usually get this card, it's about standing your ground, realizing that you're on firm footing. Now, if you're on, you've got to be sure of your footing, which is why self-doubt can be the worst enemy, because to withstand any other kind of attack or undermining actions from outside of yourself, you need to be confident in who you are and the position in which you stand, in order to be able to stand your ground firmly. And this is a card that says that if you stand your ground firmly, this card says that you will prevail. To me, it always says that you can prevail because you have that higher position. It may seem very threatening, very going down at your feet, but they can't really. Any damage that they do will be minimal. You're almost practically out of reach. You're at a higher vision. You can see where it's coming from. It doesn't take you by surprise, and you're in a safer position because you're on higher ground. They can't get to you so much, and as long as you stay on that ground that you're on, you're okay. You're in a bigger, stronger position. I say it didn't take you by surprise. It's not a sudden thing. You saw it coming. Not necessarily, because in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, you've got the odd clothing, the odd avenue that the guy on the hill with the staff wears compared to the other staffs coming up from below. He's wearing odd shoes or whatever. It's almost like he's had to get himself in a hurry, get himself together in a hurry. So it can be something we need to quickly respond to, and however respond to. We may almost need to rush to do that defensive position, even, in a way that we may not be in a perfect position as we'd like. We might. It's like he's rushed that quickly. He's put on odd shoes, and he's not bothered about that. He just needs to be ready to defend himself, because and from that point. So we need to be ready to defend ourselves, and we need to be confident in what we're in our position and what we're doing. So what this is telling is to stand your ground, be confident in who you are, be confident in the success you've achieved, be confident on the path that you're on. And any doubts that are coming at you through people's mouths, through circumstances that seem to try and undermine that, and any thoughts from yourself, particularly be careful of. If you resist those, if you resist and stand your ground, you will stay fine. You will move past this. This will subside. But this is a challenge to how much do you believe in your position. Okay, so let's quickly see what you get from the Oracle card. Forged in fire, with the cauldron there with it's almost like the here is like the flames below the cauldron. You're feeling the heat, but you won't be burnt, is what this is saying. Your strength was crafted through adversity. So we've talked about adversity, and mastery only you behold. And it strengthens you. It's like literally tempered. When you temper a metal, you do it through forging, forged in fire. When you forge a sword, you used to temper it, used to heat it up, and then bring it into cold water, and it would strengthen the blade, the extreme temperatures, and sometimes for adversity. If we stand our ground through the process, when we come out the other end of it, we will be stronger. Our sense of conviction and self-belief will be strengthened as if being forged in fire. So that's, I think, is the message. Just stick to your convictions, stick to your confidence in self-belief, and when you get through it, you'll be the stronger for it. And that today is the message. So that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 23. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.